Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Massive WWE superstar ending his alliance with Roman Reigns soon as possible, says ex-host. The WWE universe is no stranger to shocking betrayals and jaw-dropping alliances. But few have been as long-lasting and impactful as Roman Reigns' dominant reign at the top of the company. For over 3 years, Reigns has ruled with an iron fist, leading his bloodline faction through countless victories and high-profile feuds. With the backing of family members like the Usos and Solo Sikoa, the tribal chief has seemed nearly invincible. But according to a former WWE host, a massive WWE superstar may soon be ending his alliance with Roman Reigns, and the fallout could shake the very foundation of the bloodline. This rumor has sparked intense speculation, as Reigns' run atop WWE has been built not just on his own skill and charisma, but on the loyalty and strength of his allies. The cracks in the bloodline have been apparent for months, but the idea that one of Reigns' most trusted soldiers might be gearing up for a full-blown revolt has captured the imaginations of fans everywhere. Who could this mysterious superstar be, and what could their betrayal mean for Roman Reigns and the future of WWE? To understand the weight of this potential betrayal, one must look back at the rise of Roman Reigns and his transformation into the tribal chief. After aligning himself with Paul Heyman in 2020, Reigns redefined his career. Gone was the plucky babyface who had struggled to connect with the WWE audience. In his place stood a ruthless leader, a man willing to do whatever it took to remain at the top. Central to Reigns' dominance has been his bloodline faction, a stable consisting of his real-life cousins, the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and later Solo Sikoa. Together, they formed a nearly unstoppable force, with Reigns as the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion and the Usos holding the tag team titles. However, as with all great empires, internal strife has begun to rear its head. The first major crack appeared earlier in 2023 when tensions between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns became impossible to ignore. Jey, once the most loyal member of Reigns' court, began questioning his role within the bloodline. After months of tension and a series of heated confrontations, Jey finally left the faction, marking a significant blow to Reigns' authority. But that wasn't the end of the bloodline's troubles. Jimmy Uso soon followed, walking away from his brother and Roman, effectively dismantling the group's once untouchable tag team division. With the Usos gone, Solo Sikoa has taken on a more prominent role as Roman Reigns' enforcer, but even that relationship has been marked by growing tension. This brings us to the current speculation. Could Solo Sikoa be the next to leave Roman Reigns' side? And if so, what could drive such a massive defection? Among the names being floated as the next WWE superstar to break away from Reigns, Solo Sikoa has been mentioned the most. The former WWE NXT standout has been a loyal foot soldier for the tribal chief, doing much of Reigns' dirty work and enforcing his will with brutal efficiency. However, there have been subtle signs that Solo may not be content with his role as the muscle behind Roman's throne. One of the most telling moments came during a recent episode of SmackDown, when Solo appeared visibly frustrated after a miscommunication with Reigns during a match. Although the moment was brief, it was clear that Solo was no longer willing to simply follow orders without question. Fans have also noted that Solo, unlike the Usos, has never fully embraced the "acknowledge me" mantra that Reigns demands from his allies. Ex-WWE host and commentator Jonathan Coachman, also known as The Coach, recently weighed in on the situation, adding fuel to the rumors of Solo's imminent departure from the bloodline. According to Coachman, Solo is poised to make a huge impact on WWE, and being tied to Roman Reigns may soon become more of a hindrance than a benefit. Solo Sikoa is a breakout star, No doubt about it, Coachman said in a recent podcast. He's got the pedigree, the intensity, and the in-ring ability to be a major player in WWE on his own. And I think he's starting to realize that being under Roman's thumb isn't going to get him where he wants to be. The bloodline has done great things for him, but at some point, Solo is going to want to step out of Roman's shadow and carve out his own legacy. Coachman's comments echo the sentiments of many fans who have been predicting a Solo Sikoa face turn for months. If Solo were to leave Reigns, it could lead to a monumental feud between the two, with Solo seeking to establish himself as more than just Roman's enforcer. If Solo Sikoa were to end his alliance with Roman Reigns, it could spell the end of the bloodline as we know it. Reigns' dominance has been built not only on his own abilities, but on the unwavering support of his family. With the Usos already out of the picture, losing Solo would leave Reigns more vulnerable than ever before. Without Solo's protection, Roman would be forced to defend his WWE Undisputed Universal Championship on his own, a situation he hasn't faced in years. Additionally, a betrayal from Solo would signal to the rest of the WWE roster that Reigns is no longer untouchable. Challengers like Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and even returning stars like Randy Orton would undoubtedly see this as an opportunity to strike. Moreover, a feud between Reigns and Solo would be deeply personal, as the two are not just allies but family. WWE has always thrived on storytelling rooted in real-life relationships, and a Solo versus Roman feud would have the kind of emotional weight that could elevate both men to new heights. The Inoue family legacy has been a central theme in WWE for decades, and seeing two members of that dynasty at odds would make for must-watch television. The future of the bloodline. While nothing is confirmed yet, the rumors surrounding Solo Sikoa's potential departure from the bloodline are gaining traction. Whether it happens soon or further down the road, it seems inevitable that Solo will eventually strike out on his own. The seeds of rebellion have already been planted, and all that remains is for Solo to take that final step. For Roman Reigns, the potential loss of Solo would mark the beginning of the end for his reign as the tribal chief. The bloodline, once the most dominant faction in WWE, would be reduced to a shadow of its former self. And for Reigns, who has based his entire persona on being the head of the table, losing control of his family could lead to a devastating downfall. But for Solo Sikoa, breaking away from Reigns could be the best thing that ever happens to him. As Coachman suggested, Solo has the talent and charisma to become a major star in his own right, and stepping out from under Roman's shadow may be exactly what he needs to realize his full potential. Conclusion: as the WWE Universe eagerly awaits the next chapter in the Bloodline saga, all eyes are on Solo Sikoa. Will he remain loyal to Roman Reigns, or will he take his destiny into his own hands and end his alliance with the tribal chief? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, if Solo Sikoa does betray Roman Reigns, it will send shockwaves through WWE, changing the landscape of the company and the Inoue family legacy forever.